guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see by the title, I'm doing a slightly different kind of video. I'm used to talking, but I'm not used to talking to the camera. As you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about being dark skinned, and who better to have than the dark skin beauty by JJ. She's gonna help me discuss like a few topics. It's gonna be like a conversation. We've got a few like headings and stuff, but it's gonna be a conversation, and I hope it's edifying. I hope it's educational. I hope it's inspiring, and we just really want to show our experiences and tell our story, and basically just inspire you guys to embrace all of who you are. So let's get started. So the first question is our background. Where are you from originally, and was you born here?
Okay. Well, I'm Nigerian. I wasn't born here. I was born in Nigeria, so I lived there for about 10 years. So I moved to the UK. When I was 10. So that's how many years now? Almost 17 years.
Wow.
So yeah, I haven't been back.
You haven't?
No.
Why?
I just haven't had a chance to go back.
Oh, Laura, you need to go back.
Do you want to go?
Well, I'm Nigerian. I'm joking. I was born here in England. My parents were born here also, but my mum's side is Dominican and my dad's side is Haitian. I went to Dominica probably 2 years ago. It's really green, it's really nice. Haven't been to St. Lucia. I know St. Lucia is more of a touristic kind of place now. I'd love to go there, but hopefully this year or next year. Yeah. So we're going to talk about our childhood experiences, about being dark skinned, growing up being dark skinned, and was we really aware of our complexion? Was you really aware of your complexion, or?
With me, like I said, I had like my childhood. I'd say my early years was spent in Nigeria. And obviously, everyone's
the same
like,
colour,
the same.
yeah.
So I never really felt different or stood out or anything. So it was never really an issue.
Yeah.
Obviously, getting here and seeing so many white people, it was different. I remember when I first started, like I think I went into year 5 or year 6 of primary school. The first week, I think it was like an all-girls school actually.
Did you have a fresh accent?
Do you know what? I think I lost it in about a month.
Really?
I'm determined to speak
It must go.
by force. So yeah, and then I was literally the only black girl, and then I think after a week, like all the white girls, cause I was wearing like braids,
yeah,
like plaits and stuff, and literally all the white girls had like plaits after a week.
They had plaits, really?
They came in plaits. I was
Trying
like,
to sit up.
oh, okay, cool. There were girls who'd like say stuff, nothing like bullying or anything, just making comments and stuff. Obviously, I was different and still kind of fresh. So yeah, so I don't know. I've never really like sat and thought about I'm dark skin, I'm different.
Yeah.
I've just always just
been who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely for me, I grew up in Woodford, it was Essex, and I probably was like one of the few black people in the school. But when I was young, I didn't really care about anything. Like, all I cared about was like eating food and just playing games. Yeah. Like, nobody had time to be like, oh my god, I'm dark skinned or whatever. Yeah. There was only an instance when someone saw my sister, because we're like 1 year apart, and someone saw her and they were like, you can't be sisters. You're darker than her. I'm like, but how can we not be sisters just because she's darker? Like, it's not like she's a different race. Like, that was the only thing, but never really felt like, oh my god, I'm dark skinned or something's wrong with me or whatever. But when I got to secondary school, there was, when people want to hurt your feelings and cuss you, they will cuss you. So they'll be like, oh, blick. Like, if anyone knows the word blick, like, and how that word cuts so deep, like, blick is such a nasty word, and people used to use it so much in like school and stuff. And even the white girls, when they get a tan or whatever, they'll be like, oh, I'm so blick, and I'm like, shut the hell up, you have no idea what blick feels like. Annoying. Yeah, so apart from that, but I was called like probably by my siblings, because they're obviously lighter than me. They always used to cuss me and call me blackie and all these other words and stuff. But I never really felt like, oh my god, I wish I was light skinned, or I wish I was their complexion. I thought, why are you guys bullying me for? There's like, what's the point? There's no reason for it. There was one time when I was in like secondary school, and then I went out and I had 2 best friends. They were both mixed race. So obviously I stick out like a sore thumb, and obviously there has to be the ugly friend. So I was hanging out on the estate with them, and then there's this guy that was like dark skin like me, and he was like, you look like Darth Vader. Darth Vader? Darth Vader? Who's
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Star Wars.
Darth Vader.
Oh,
and I was
gosh.
like, they were just all laughing, and I was like, oh my god, my feelings are really hurt right now. I'm in my feelings right now, but that's the only thing that kind of hurt me. But they were dark like me, and I was like, what are you talking about? Apart from that, no, I really haven't been bullied by my complexion or anything, but I have heard loads of stories from other dark-skinned people who have said that people would pick on them because they're dark or whatever. But in high school, I didn't really have that problem, even though my area was predominantly white and stuff. But I think it probably happens more between like our own race as opposed to other races calling us. Yeah, because
it depends on because like I said, my area was just I lived in a predominantly white area.
Yeah.
I didn't experience any of that kind
Yeah.
of thing. I think it's always black on black.
Black on black
type
crime.
thing.
Black on black crime. Stop it.
Crime. You know, so it was never an issue. I never ever felt like inferior or anything growing up. And like I said, my school, there were black people, but not that many. So I guess it wasn't such a problem. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe it just depends on where
Depends
you
on where you
grew
grew
up
up. Yeah.
and stuff. So.
The next title is self-consciousness, and the question is, do you identify yourself as a dark-skinned girl?
For me, when I don't know, I feel like I only do when people say
it,
that I'm dark skinned. I just see myself as a black person. Like I wouldn't say, oh, that brown girl or that
dark
caramel or that chocolate. I just say that black girl.
Black
like I
girl,
don't differentiate different colours. They're all black. You know, unless you're obviously white or mixed race or whatever.
Yeah.
So only when people say, oh, dark skin,
this,
then I do, okay, yeah, I'm dark skinned.
Yeah.
But I do get, like, sometimes in my photos I have, like, people say, but she's not dark skinned though. And
yeah, that is so annoying. But as you guys can see, like, complexion, like, I'm darker than Jenny, but she's still dark skinned. And it's like, there shouldn't really be, like, a shade thing. Yeah. And what really annoys me is when people use me as level of darkness. They're like, oh, he's darker than Breeny, or she's lighter than Breeny. And it's like, it's just so annoying. It's just like, really? Why? Like, why does it even matter with black period? But like, definitely when people comment and stuff, and I kind of have like started to swing like the dark skin badge, the dark skin flag, team dark skin. Just because I know that a lot of people can relate to it and really see myself. Well, I'm dark skinned clearly, but I don't see myself as a skin color. I don't see myself as my complexion. I see myself as a girl, and if I'm a pretty girl, then I'm a pretty girl. I'm not a pretty dark skinned girl. It's like, it's not necessary, but I feel like it's different around the world. Like maybe more in America, you're probably more used to that kind of thing.
I think it's more in the whole team light skin dark skin. I don't know how like popular it is over here, but I think I hear about it a lot. Like
I remember in college, I think this whole team like it was only a joke. Like it used to be Africans versus Caribbeans, light skin versus dark skin, just like a joke or whatever. So it wasn't really anything. But then when you go on like Twitter and you see like the tags, team dark skin, team light skin, it's just like it's not a game. It's not a game of
competition.
It's not competition. Okay, let's talk about media influence. You think that media perpetrate more like light skin over dark skin?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you look at magazines and look at even music videos. Like those rappers and those kind of R&B singers always seem to use like a light skin main girl or backup dancers or backup whatever. I don't know why that is. Yeah. But the media has kind of portrayed this ideal that it's lighter is better. And even like celebrities that get like front cover, you can see like they've been like photoshopped to look lighter than they are, and I don't understand why that is. But the media plays a big part in what we feel is beautiful, because that's what they always show, a lighter skin person, or and it's terrible because obviously that's what young girls look up to and feel, okay, well, if I'm not that shade, then I mustn't be beautiful then. So I'm gonna look lighter and stuff. So the media's to blame for everything. Everything. I feel like they tell us what is beautiful, and so if you listen to what they say and you read every single page and you actually believe what they're saying, you are going to be affected. The media can't make you feel any way you don't already feel or you want to feel anyway. So the media is responsible for a lot, but it's only if you do like take it as Bible. It's not Bible for me, but I do see in the media there is a lot of light skin, especially in the music industry. You just look at like celebrities that are like black,
you got Nicki Minaj, you got Beyonce, you got Rihanna. They all got in common. They're all like light skin.
Right.
They're all light skin. And I do wonder if they was dark skin, would they be as successful as they are now?
Yeah,
that is something that I do think of. And does it help to be light skin? Because I've been doing like a lot of research and stuff, and they basically say whatever is closer to white is more acceptable. So like in America, they would use the brown paper bag test to kind of determine who's light enough or who's white enough. I don't know what it was to get into, like maybe like a sorority or maybe a place or something. So that was the test of lightness and stuff. And
so basically, if you were darker than the brown paper bag, you weren't seen as
you're not
not pretty cool. Like,
you're black.
Ugly or something. You're black.
You're black.
Which is terrible because there's so many shades.
There's so many shades.
They're a lot darker than the brown paper bag.
Yeah.
Like, that's messed up.
It is unfortunate.
Really, but
yeah. So let's talk about stereotypes. We're talking about stereotypes, and I feel like stereotypes, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Indian, there's always a stereotype for something. And within stereotypes, there are stereotypes. So inside black, there is the light skin and there is the dark skin. Light is always seen as beautiful, bright, happy, nice. And dark is always seen as like mysterious, like evil, or like sadness and stuff. So everything negative is referred to as dark. If you look at the word dark in the dictionary, you can't say it's because someone's dark skinned, they refer to all of those characteristics. And it's like, it's a bit unfortunate that we do. And I was watching a video and they was asking children who's the good doll and who's the bad doll. And they had the black one and had the white one, and said that the white one is good and the black one is bad. And it's like, well, why are we seen that way? Isn't it only a complexion?
Yeah, even like saying black girls in general are a certain way. That's not true. I think it's
when people say black girls, they're talking about dark skinned girls.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that's the thing, when people are like, oh, like I was watching a few videos, and especially like in American culture, they'd be like, oh, she's black. But what they mean, she's dark skinned. So the girl that is light skinned, what is she? Is she white? Like,
that's true.
What is that? Like, I just don't understand that at all. But I feel like the media do perpetrate, is that the word? Perpetuate.
What are you trying
Perpetuate.
to say?
Like portray.
Oh, portray.
And like the media portray like certain stereotypes, whether it's a black person, whether it is an Indian person, whether it's a white person, they always portray someone, and that kind of sticks in your head. So when you see someone that is maybe a black character who is fat, and they, not fat but big, and they kind of portray like the big mama over like a black film, especially like Tyler Perry movies. They always like portray that. So when you see them in the street, you're like, a person's gonna come across the same way that that film portrayed them as. And for me, about stereotypes, we can actually reverse them by not actually acting the way that people would perceive us or like would want us to look.
Some of us accept those stereotypes and act like them. So
and act it out.
If you're gonna do what people are saying that that you're doing, you can't really complain.
You can't complain.
Stereotype you.
Yeah, it's true. So like for dark skinned girls, I know that I heard that they're very mean. And one thing that advice that I would give like is to smile. And because when you're dark already, it's like. It's just like there's nothing. It's just like you can't really tell, and you can't even. The one thing I know that why guys consider light skinned girls more attractive is because when you're dark, you don't always. One of my friends actually told me this. When you're dark skinned, you don't actually take the time to look in their face because it's so dark. It's just it's so dark. It sounds rude. But it's like, say for a light skinned girl, you can see all her features from a mile away. A dark skinned girl, you have to actually look into her face and see like, oh, that's cute, she's cute, or what, pretty. It's not as obvious. So with a dark skinned girl, you have to actually like, whatever's bright on your face, you need to accentuate. So your teeth are white, smile. Your eyes are white, like be happy, like be bright. Just like warm up your face a lot and be more inviting. And you can definitely reverse the stereotype of, oh, she's dark skinned and she's angry, because we're not always angry. Sometimes we are, but so is everybody else. So you can't really like judge us for that. So male attraction. Who do you attract?
Who am I attracted to?
No, who do you attract?
Oh, who do
what kind of guys do you attract?
Honestly, from experience, it's been a bit of a mix.
Everything,
So, I mean, I don't know, I don't think I have a preference, but I feel like I know who I'll end up with, like what type of guy, but...
Who?
Probably a black guy. There's just a bit of a mix, really, so...
attracted to you?
Yeah, I've never really had an issue with that.
Yeah.
In that respect, so... Yeah,
for me, I remember when I was in college, I was probably about 16 years old, and I was walking with my friend, she's black as well, dark skin as well, and some guy ripped the horn, and she was like, you're so commercial. I would always remember her saying that. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? She just, the way she said it was so funny. I was like, what does that mean? And I think basically what she was meaning that you attract like a lot of different people, like different kind of ethnicities or whatever. I don't know if that's something to really like boast about, but it's quite interesting to know that you are that kind of broad, I suppose. Who are you attracted to more?
Experience again, tend to more dark-skinned guys.
But is that who you're attracted to?
But I like white guys too and other types. So
but you actually attracted to them, like they.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But my last 3 people that I saw was
I saw
that I was seeing were light skin, and I do see that light skin guys are attracted to me, but dark skin guys do like me too. So, but my preference is. Do you know what? I've been fighting with myself for a while because I'm like, okay, so this guy was talking to me and he was dark skinned and stuff, and I was like, he's nice and stuff, but he's dark skinned, so that's gonna come off so bad. But like, preference,
there's a limit. There's a limit. That sounds mean as well, but in terms of shades,
yeah,
there's a limit I'd go in terms of dark skin.
Yeah,
but it doesn't mean I don't like. It's just everyone has a preference.
Yeah, I like white girls.
Okay, I see. I'm learning a new thing about Breeny today.
I do like white guys, and a lot of people say that they can imagine me as a white guy or whatever. But I love black guys. Like I just love black guys. It's just the whole. It's like it just feels like home. Like it's just like you're
more comfortable.
You're more comfortable. You can relate to them more.
Dominance about them.
Yeah. Masculinity.
Masculine. I'm not saying white guys aren't masculine, but it's just a difference.
It's a difference, yeah. So, but dark skin, light skin, I'll probably say light skin. No, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true.
It really depends.
It's just whatever. If they're good looking, they're good looking.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
honestly,
So yeah,
honestly.
that's that. You ever had the term "pretty for a dark skinned girl"?
I get that a lot.
You get it?
Yeah.
Really?
On Instagram, I've never had it in person, but on Instagram.
But I actually see on Instagram. After everybody knows, don't say that.
I was like, I don't understand. Like, what do you mean?
Like,
some of them are guys.
Are they foreign?
Most of them are guys. I don't really look at the picture. Just.
They say you're pretty for a dark skinned girl.
Yeah, it's very strange. Or something like, and people say dark skin can be beautiful, or something like that.
Oh, that's a compliment.
Yeah, but it's like, why do you have to
like bring it up? Yeah, you're pretty, you look nice or whatever. Like, yeah.
I don't know. It's just, why does it need to be like a differentiation, or it has to be like, why?
Yeah.
Why can a dark skin girl be pretty? I don't get it. There's so many dark skinned celebrities out there that are hot, so I don't know.
But I've never actually really got it, to be honest. But there was a meme that someone made of my picture, and Kenya Moore posted it. Hey Kenya Moore, if you're watching.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Kenya Moore posted it on Instagram, and it was like, don't say she's pretty for a black girl. And basically that meant don't tell she's pretty for a dark skinned girl, which was pretty cool. But I never had it myself, so it was kind of hard for me to relate to it. But a lot of people was really responsive to that, and she wrote like a little caption and stuff, which was really cool. But that whole pretty for a dark skinned girl, don't say it to people. It's rude. Yeah. Like, don't say it. Self-hate. Skin bleaching.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered skin bleaching?
I mean, for those of you who know who I am, you know I have my skin issues and stuff, and I've been battling it for years, and that's the one thing I haven't done.
Yeah. Wow.
Skin,
Yeah.
It's like it seems to be the quickest, easy option, but obviously there'll be so much because of what I do.
Yeah. So many people will be like,
okay, why?
But
it's like,
but everybody will know it's because it's for cosmetic reasons, and not because you want to be lighter.
But then still, people will still want to think that she hates herself. She hates being dark. So you know that it's for the reason is the whole hyperpigmentation problem and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about it, but it's like.
What puts you off though? Is it the fact
that it's gonna apparently you have to keep doing it unless you go a lot darker than you were before, and there's so many like side effects and skin. I don't have any skin. I already have enough skin issues right now, so
but I'm
just literally dealing with it the hard way.
The hard way,
basically. But I mean, I think people have different reasons. I think the ones that people only seem to focus on the people who actually are saying, I want to be light skin, I want to be white. I've seen quite a few. There's a picture going around Instagram recently about there's like a before and after of a black girl saying that, the rest of you who are dark skinned are disgusting, like how can you be dark and this and this and bleach my skin so I can look hot, and like it's just like it's messed up that people can have that kind of way of thinking
of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do feel like a lot of people are trying to get away from that slavery kind of thing. And if you think about it, if you know your slavery like history and stuff, like people that were dark skinned will be called field diggers, and they would be in the field and doing all the hard labor, all the hard work. So the woman wasn't allowed to look pretty or like look beautiful like the white women or whatever. So like they would like be in the field working. And I feel like we are always constantly trying to get away from that like stereotype of like masculinity, like, because when you are like obviously doing that kind of job or that kind of work, and the light skinned people have the privilege in the house doing like the housework and stuff, you kind of do feel like a bit masculine, and we are trying to kind of run away from that stereotype of dark skinned women are masculine or they're manly or whatever. So
I guess that's how we get into the whole makeup
thing,
hair and like, weave and all that and stuff, trying to be all feminine
and stuff, which is not a bad thing. So if you're watching this and you're like, how are these dark skinned girls talking with face for the makeup? Shut up. And I feel like people that like bully other people for the colour of their skin or things they can't change is really evil. Like, it's really, really evil. Like we can't change. No one chose to be dark skinned. No one chose to be light skinned. Like, this is what we got given. So play the card that you were dealt. So I feel like I get a lot of messages from dark skinned girls, and it's like so sad to like hear that people are unhappy with their complexion. That's because the skin, like, it's the skin, and it's so sad to actually hear that some people are actually living through hell because they consider themselves dark skinned and they hate being dark skinned, and it's just really, really sad. And it's like it's just skin. It really is skin, and we're not living back in the day where racism was so like prevalent and stuff. Like this is a new age, and like we should be able to embrace everybody, whatever you are, whatever complexion you are, and it doesn't stop you from being anything that you want to be, like being black or being dark skinned or being like foreign. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. You're the only person that really stops yourself. So
you ever ask them why they feel like that? Like, what's brought that feeling?
I feel like a lot of girls always say the media. The media is to blame, but as we addressed before, if you don't follow the media like that, it's not Bible, it's not the truth. So if you don't follow it, they won't put you down. It won't even affect you. It's like water. Yeah. It's like water off a bridge.
If you have someone that you look up to, I don't know. We need to have more people who are kind of promoting the dark skin is beautiful. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thing.
And even if they don't put it on TV, like Instagram, like we are here, like we are here, like Instagram is like the new TV, like
it's that's very
what
influential.
That's what we watch and stuff, and you see that. So we hope that seeing us will actually inspire you to basically embrace who you are, because as you can see, like we are dark skinned, but we're two different tones. But it doesn't really change much.
If we stop doing the whole team light dark thing, then
don't make a separation.
It will definitely help.
Don't make a separation, and that's just the worst thing. Like, divide and conquer. If you're divided, if our race is divided on stupid things like complexion, we're never gonna win ever. Like, you don't see white people doing that between themselves.
Exactly. That's actually.
It's not no team.
Yeah.
Team olive, team tan, like
team tan, exactly. Like, so why are we?
Why do we do it?
That?
It's very, very sad, and I think it's like a mental thing, and it's in the mind, and it's history and stuff. It's just basically finding your identity and learning how to love yourself for who you are. Life is so much more bigger than the skin that you're in. Like, embrace it. I just say
you need to love what God's given you. God's made you a certain way for a reason. Say an artist did a painting and he came and just like drew all over it. Like, he wouldn't be happy with it. Ruin his masterpiece. Like, we're all like God's creation, we're made in his image, so we should always remember that, basically, and try and not think of what other people will say or what other people feel about certain things. If we know in ourselves how we feel, if we feel happy being a certain way, then nobody else can say anything that will change. So it's a matter of how we feel. So.
Next question is, how are we so confident? What gives us our confidence?
I've always been this way. It's never been an issue. It's weird, because like, how do I talk about something I haven't really
had to
experience negatively? You know? There's just so many things that we can do and we can achieve and we can show that it's so silly to waste time always being stressed or being down about it. Because we know we all have gifts, we all have talents, we all know that we are beautiful in our own way. So
and we all have flaws as well,
imperfections.
Perfect imperfections, and I think that's the best way to describe it, because nobody's perfect at all. Even light-skinned people are not perfect. They got something that they hate.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So like, don't always look on someone else's grass. Like, try to make the best of your own grass. And when you start comparing yourself to somebody else, that's when you're actually going to be the most miserable, because you're taking for granted what God has really given you and looking at somebody else's and it's just like, you can never be that person ever. Like, so don't even try and be the best version of you can be, and that's, I think that's when you can really be happy, when you actually...
confidence comes from being happy and
being
content,
happy,
in who you are, knowing who you are
knowing
as well.
who you are.
So when you figure that out, then everything else falls into place, really.
Yeah, it's definitely an identity thing, because if you see yourself as a complexion, you're going to be limited to that complexion. I'm not a complexion, I'm not even my gender, I am just a being. I'm a human being. If I don't like something, I'm going to change it. If I have the power to change it, I'm going to change it. If I don't have the power to change it, I'm going to accept it and move on and be better in another area, maybe what there's so much, we're so like multi-dimensional people. Like, we're not our beauty, we're not our intelligence, we're not our education, there's so much things about us, and when you start focusing on one area of your life, you kind of like blur out every other area and you take it all for granted. So just be that wholesome one person that you are. The question is, what is beauty to you, Jenny? Beauty by JJ.
What is beauty? Oh gosh. Beauty is whatever you want it to be, really. It could be any definition.
Your own definition, yeah.
You know, there isn't one specific, ideal of what it should be. It's how you feel. I'm trying to think.
Because we all aspire to a different kind of beauty, whether it's facially or if it's personality or whatever. Like, what is your idea of a beautiful person? If you saw someone and said, that's a beautiful person, why?
Obviously, first off, when you meet someone, it's like
their look,
physical appearance and stuff, but then when you get to know someone and you can talk to them and you can interact with them and you can relate to them, and just what the kind of vibe they give off, that's beautiful, or like what they say, what they stand for,
true,
and stuff like that. So it's a number of things. Obviously, it's the physical appearance and how you feel. If you feel like
how you feel. People feel like they can hide that behind makeup, but how you feel about yourself is always going to show. It will show through your conversation. It will show through how you treat other people. Like, you can't try and hide that.
Yeah, it will always show through. And the personality always comes through the hair and the makeup and stuff. So
my definition of beauty is really, it has come on like leaps and bounds from years, because obviously I've matured and I've grown up, and I've really realised that being pretty is not their be all and end all. I'd rather be friends with someone that has substance and has good energy and a good personality and is positive, over someone that is just beautiful. I'm like, what can I do with your beauty? Like, just go away. Like, there's nothing I can't actually use beauty. And like Laputa said, her mum said that you can't eat beauty. You can't eat it. It doesn't feed you. It doesn't do anything. It's just what it is. But beauty really comes from the inside and who you are, and just being really lovely and being nice. And I wish that people would work more on their personality than their outside appearance, because when you go home and you wash all the makeup off and stuff, like, are you a nice person?
Yeah.
Are you lovable? Are you nice? But if you're not, then that's a serious issue.
Hair and makeup comes off.
It comes off, but your personality stays. And I would rather you work on and you build up the personality rather than building up on things that are temporary and that will go, because we're all getting older. We're all gonna like sag. Our bums are gonna drop. Our bodies are not gonna be banging. Like this, everything's going to change. Like, but your husband or whoever you marry is going to be like, have to live with that person. And if you're a horrible person inside, good luck. Because it's not going to be good for the other person that you're living with, or your family, or your friends, or anything. So definitely work on the inside.
Think about what you have to offer. What you have to offer. The outwards appearance, basically.
For me, beauty is more than just your complexion. So there are some light-skinned girls who don't have nice features, which therefore doesn't make them as attractive as a dark-skinned girl who has like nice features. Beauty is in your features. And like I was saying before, when you're like from a mile away, you can't really see the beauty of a person. So I feel like features has a lot to play in beauty, don't you think? Especially on the face. We didn't talk about dark skin role models. You were talking about Lupita, Nyong'o.
I don't know how to say her name. Yeah, Lupita, she's like, I like that. She's so like, she's out there now, and everyone is like, I don't know. She's the only like dark skinned person I can say, besides like Iman or something, that people are really like liking, and it's from all different races. And I like how the media is portraying her in more magazines and red carpet and everything, and it's like she's like the face of different makeup brands. Like, that's good.
But do you think they're doing too much?
I don't know. I never really thought about it, but I don't know actually.
I'm always a skeptic, so I always think I always look at the other side, and it's just like, why are they trying to tell us so much that she's beautiful?
Because I don't even know where she came from.
She came from 12 years a slave, and I feel like people felt sorry for her because she was a slave in the movie. That she's a real slave in real life. Like, no, she's not a slave. Look at her long dress. Look at her hair. Like, we're trying to make her into this perfect, like. I don't feel like all that fashion stuff is her. I feel like she's a product of fashion. Like, someone actually manufactured her, which is quite sad, but I feel like it's still quite good to have someone that is like dark skin representing. So I will never knock that. But I'm just trying to think, like, the media, why did you have to try and why are you like pushing her up so much? Is it because she was a slave in a movie that they're trying to be like, oh, she's beautiful? But
maybe they're trying to I don't know, bring more of the dark skin. I don't know.
The media do nothing good anyway. They always have a reason for doing something. So as I said, I don't follow the media. I don't really care, to be honest. Who do you aspire to be?
Honestly, when people ask me that, I never really. I
don't have any. I don't have any. I aspire to be like Heather Lindsay, and she's light skinned and she has green eyes. It's not about complexion. It's more about who you are.
They offer and who they are. Like,
yeah.
Like people will say, "Oh, I never post any, women crush
Wednesday
of dark skin." It's nothing to do with that.
Because I'm the woman crush Wednesday, woman crush Thursday,
WCE every day.
Every day.
So, it just depends. Yeah, if you have something to offer, that's a lot better. It's a lot more than the skin tone.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with me not liking dark skin people.
I think I'm proud when black people win. Black people win, whether you're light skin or dark skin, like whether you're light or dark, as long as you're black and you're winning, I'm like,
we need more black people winning on YouTube though.
On YouTube,
we need more million subscribers and.
True. Why do you think?
That's another thing, because white people support, like black people don't like to admit. I mean, when they do like meetups and stuff, like black people don't want to admit that they actually like you, like in person.
The secret.
But white people will like exactly. People will camp out the night before, to meet you, and like they ride or die.
They ride or die. Guys, we need to come together and do better.
We don't support as much as that's just what it is.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about beauty tips on like how we can enhance, how we can work with what we got. So I'm going to say a first tip about beauty, and for me, what has saved me is concealer. And for me, I use 2 shades. I use NC45 to conceal my under eye and brighten it up. And for me, being dark skin, I feel like we need to brighten our faces and make them come alive. And that's what highlighting does for your face. So for me, concealer that is 2 shades or 1 shade lighter. I actually use Dark Cocoa by LA Girl. And I just put I mixed banana powder and topaz, and I mix it. And even though the dark cocoa is actually like similar to my complexion already, banana powder actually does the highlighting for you, so that is always good. But NC45 for anybody that's my complexion, definitely try it and get your Kim K on.
But for me, this is probably one that you won't like as much. I think colour, like having colour, like coloured lipsticks.
Okay, yeah. What, me? Oh,
you said you don't like purple lipstick or
oh no, okay. Go on.
I feel like colour looks so much more flattering on dark skinned people. I don't know why, but I really think they do. Like, especially when I look at like editorials and just like say like a bare face and have like a bright lip. It just looks so nice. I really like that. So I feel like we should stop feeling like we can't wear these certain shades, pink, purples, or sometimes. But I feel like. Yeah, we should experiment. That's all it is, experimenting. Makeup is just fun. It should. Don't try and like, I don't, because I get a lot of comments like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna wear that. I don't think like, why? What's the worst that can happen? I don't like it. Take it off. Like,
I do love Ruby Woo. That's the only thing that I would actually say. Like, I know it will go with me, my complexion, whatever. But I think because Jennie can actually, because she's lighter, she can get away with the dark purples and the
I think it's fine in the tone.
Listen.
I cannot wear colour. Just the tone of purple. You just need to find the right tone. Honestly.
No, I just feel like everything just comes down. I like the pink and the nude because it's like it brightens. But I just feel like dark, and I really hate dark eyes as well. But
smoky eyes.
Smoky eyes, but it has to have gold in my crease because my eyes are like, I think they're like close together, so I need them to be open, so I like to wear goldy colours. It's all technique, and it's all knowing your complexion and your skin tone and what works and what doesn't work.
The dark lips, I think if you play on a light like a pink blush, it would bring, I think you feel like everything's gonna look all dull if you wear dark clothes. But it just depends. You need to know the colours, the
combination.
What goes. Once you figure that out,
and
you won't be scared. I don't know. It's just it's sad. Like people are like, oh, I don't want to wear this, I don't want to wear that.
Yeah.
It's like
trial and error.
Yeah.
Trial and error. Try it, because we're not saying that everything that Jennie wears you're gonna look good in. Like, and not everything that I wear.
I don't look good in everything either. By the way, I'm not saying that.
Most things. Most.
I think I just know what works for me now.
And that's important as well, knowing what works for you. And one thing about foundation, I would say, if you're wearing the wrong color foundation, you're going to look bad. I don't care if you're dark skin or light skin, you're going to look bad. So make sure you get the right match for your complexion. I think like I'm a red undertone, so I know my foundation. I use Revlon Photo Ready in Mocha, and that is really nice. Exactly same color as my complexion. But we're trying to enhance beauty, so we're trying to make things, tell you things that are gonna make you look more beautiful or feel more beautiful. So yeah, I have one friend, she's called Ife, and she's really dark, and I did her makeup for her birthday one time. And I did it the time before I did her makeup. I didn't actually put any foundation on her because her skin is so flawless. It's so dark, it's so perfect, she doesn't even need foundation. So like I tried to do like some eyes. And I remember when I was in school, I first started off just wearing eyeshadow. And I think I always used to wear gold and smoke it out with a bit of black. And gold always makes your eyes pop. So if you don't want to wear a full face of makeup, like work on your eyes or lip gloss, make sure your lips are glossy or something. Just make sure
or some blush or something.
Or I used to be like a big blush person. I barely wear any now because there's just too much going on, too much paint. But blush definitely brings out your cheeks more, brings out your face. Anything that accentuates your face and makes it like come out a little bit, try it. Mascara, make your eyes bigger, make it wider, make you look more awake. Those are all great tips.
Thanks, experiment with colour. Colour does actually bring out stuff. And
that brings us to clothing. And I would say, even though I'm a very black, white, grey type of person, wear colours. Like, colours just make you look so much more happier, more vibrant, more appealing, more attractive. But I'm just such a bad person to even speak about this because I always wear black. I love black so much. Or we can wear black also, which is the great thing about being dark skin, because we can actually experiment with so many different things. But to actually bring yourself out, because this is like, what's that called? Like, just to make yourself, show, just to bring yourself. To stand out a little bit more, like wear colours, colours. I personally love yellow on dark skin. Yellow looks amazing. Orange looks really nice. White looks perfect. What other colours? Red. Yeah, red. Red looks amazing as well. So definitely wear bright colours. Talk about personality. Yeah,
just give off like a bubbly, friendly personality, like energy. Someone like a warming type thing. Someone can come up to you and talk to you. Don't be standoffish or screw face. I don't know why.
I have a natural
I guess that a lot. Yeah, resting screw face. That I feel a little like some sort of stush girl, but I'm really not. I think it's just the way my face is.
And do you know what I have been doing recently is just like smiling for no reason. And that's because
random people.
Literally, I think I was walking home from the park. I went for a walk or whatever, and then I was just smiling the whole time. And my cheeks were hurting so much because I'm not used to using these muscles in there. But just smile, just be happy, like from the inside outwards, and just like it's more inviting. If you see someone smiling, you're more attractive to them than someone that is like frowning or like, what are you looking at me for? Like whatever. Like, don't have an attitude. Like, just be a nice person. It's so simple. Just be nice. Just be nice. The perks of being dark skinned you was going to talk about.
Colours look good on us. Black don't crack. We actually stay youthful a lot longer than light-skinned people and white people, which is true. Apparently, even our skin, the more melanin you have, it's like protects you against UV rays and stuff like that. So if you're trying to be light, you're more susceptible to skin problems and stuff.
The amazing thing about dark skin is that we have this natural glow anyway. So like definitely highlighter will work for your complexion. So on top of hair, down the nose and the head. Moving forward, we want to talk about how we can make a change to this light skin, dark skin competition, and just really embracing who we are. We didn't choose this, so we embrace it and we make the most of it. And just comparing yourself to other people is just sick. It's just sick. It's not nice. It's not healthy for you, and it stunts your growth and your potential as well. So,
and don't listen to boys who
don't listen to stinky boys.
Yeah, like, oh, light skin. She's look at that light skin girl over there. Like, no,
Lighty.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand really.
No.
The media needs to kind of promote more of the dark skin is beautiful.
But we are the media. Come on.
Then, yeah,
we are the media now.
Like people like us who are in the public eye as well, we can definitely make a change as well. We
Yeah.
can definitely try
And if you're dark skin out there and you do like makeup and you like fashion, come on to YouTube. Like, we want to see more. Come on to Instagram. Like, make a name for yourself. Like, not just as a dark skin girl, but as a person in general. And the more we see of this, and the more successful that we are, is the more that we elevate like dark skinned people. So the more successful that me and Jennie are, is the more that you're going to be successful, because you're going to have something to aspire to and something to actually look at and be like, wow, I can actually do it as well. In closing, I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's probably going to be really, really long. But yeah, we just hope that you are inspired and that you can understand that it's not all to do with your complexion, and that there's so much more to life than it. But we want to help you to feel confident and beautiful about yourself, and to basically just live life. Like, just live life to the fullest, because we don't have long, and there's no point in complaining about things that you can't change anyway. Yeah. So love the skin that you're in, and just be bold and be beautiful.
Stay pretty.
Stay pretty. Stay true. Be you. Come girl.
If you have any questions or anything that we haven't talked about, or you can leave
them below.
Or email us if you want. Or
if you have any problems, like, I know this is probably like a really serious issue to some people. They just really don't feel good about themselves, and we hope that we was able to like cover a few things, but not everything. So if you do want to contact us, our email should be in our about section on YouTube, and you can contact us and we'll be happy to answer your questions. So I hope you guys liked the video. I'm glad that Jennie was able to come and help me, and if you want to see more videos from us, give us a thumbs up and we'll see what we can do. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.